4 over here in El Cajon.
I bet, bro. I bet you all the East Spring Valley too is probably hot as fuck too, huh, James?
Man, the AC booming right now.
Oh, okay, that's
I just turned mine off.
Booming.
So welcome back to PoPolitickin.com, your home for self-help meets hip-hop. Right now we're live on YouTube. Check me out on Spotify and Apple. 1212 place to be with Cali the Dreamer, DreCat, and DJ Root. How y'all doing?
Good.
Be good, man.
San Diego finest.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so let me know before we get started. So how do all y'all connect? Like, why are y'all on this interview right now? How y'all connected?
Man, I was like, who wants to take this? I was like,
go ahead, Root.
Yeah, man, I'm fortunate because I get to DJ for like 2 of my favorite MCs in the city. We clicked up. We're homies. Man, I was like, yeah, damn, I've been DJing for you guys like 2 years now. So, and we finally got on a track together. We've been rocking shows for a while. So, hey, well, I was like, shout out SD State of Mind. One of the ways I met my brother. And yeah, we just started rocking since then. We've been on tours together. I've done shows with Reverie, Gavlin, and just been chilling and putting on for the city, you know.
Yeah, are y'all from San Diego?
Yup.
Yeah.
So what place y'all from? I'm in North County. I'm from Oceanside.
Hey,
sure. Shout out Oceanside. Shout out the Wild 7 homies. I'm in Rancho San Diego.
Okay.
So, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm from Spring Valley, like Spring Valley, Southeast San Diego area.
Paradise Hills, like Bay Terrace area, but right now I'm living by the beach over here in Pacific Beach, man.
Hey.
Cool. Right now, that's what's up. So, about y'all backgrounds, how y'all got involved with hip hop?
Oh man, it runs in my family. My uncle is a DJ out here. Grandfather runs an indie music record label back in the day, and I've always loved hip hop, man. Just ever since I heard Run DMC, I was like, as a DJ producer, I was like, yo, this is what I want to do. Like, there's nothing else in this life I'd rather do than like spin records, get people dancing, and just show them like the way of hip hop, man. Like hip hop is such an important force in my life. So that's how I got into it. Heard that Run DMC Tougher Than Leather for the first time, and I'm like, oh, Jam Master Jay, I want to do this. So, yeah, that's my bridge version of that.
For sure. I got into music just really my whole life. My parents been in the music. My dad's an old school head. My mom's a gospel artist and choir director. And spend my life in the studio watching other people do music, and I always knew I wanted to just do music.
Shit, for me, I've always just loved rap music for sure, hip hop, but it wasn't until I linked up with Cali the Dreamer and saw him rapping live recording music where it really became like something I wanted to do. So shout out Cali, man.
Yeah, shout out Cali.
Then who are some of y'all influences?
Oh man, DJ wise, man, like I said, Jam Master Jay, DJ Artistic, like Mr. Heck, producer wise, Knife Wonder, fucking Jay Dilla, shout out Detroit, my hometown. I was like, man, and even like Timberland, like, and then one of my favorite producers of all time, like I said, is Knife Wonder, and man, like you can tell with the type of beats I make, like so many soul influenced records. So I mean, that's like I said, those are some of my influences. Shout out to the legends.
Yeah. Well, shit, I say some of my biggest influence would be like from the early days, Timberland and Magoo. I listened to a lot of New York hip hop growing up, and so I took a lot of my influences from a lot of New York battle rappers and artists that I feel like people out here wouldn't even gravitate towards unless you got the internet or you into like lyricist lounge and shit like that. But I come from like a real backpack hip hop background, and then eventually got into West Coast hip hop and all that?
Shit, for me, my parents were definitely strict, so I had to go find my rap music on my own. And I mean, we came from the generation with like Napster and Kazaa and shit, so I was able to find all my good rap music through that. And when it comes to like influence and artists that I just like, that I always heard, I'm like, man, I want to sound like that, I want to be like that, was Biggie, Ludacris, and like Pusha T. So I always try to study them a lot when I was growing up.
I would say I was talking about DJ Root look like Noah James earlier. You know who you look like a little bit? You look like that dude on they remember Smiles and Split Star?
Oh,
Yo.
Oh damn. They only had one song, but that beat was so hard.
That shit was
Tell me.
I ain't gonna lie, I bought that whole album just because the dude was Asian. I was like, yo, this shit the most fire shit ever.
I would say, since y'all was talking about Timberland, I heard Magoo. Man, y'all heard what happened to Aaliyah?
Yeah.
I guess they're saying like, I guess a book. They this one girl wrote a book and she's saying Aaliyah didn't want to get on the plane because they were saying it was overweight, so she didn't want to get on it. So they gave her a sleeping pill. Then they took her on the plane when she was asleep.
No way. That's wild.
Oh,
that's crazy.
They got low-key do a documentary on that now.
Yeah, that's
I don't know.
That's all on like in the hip hop news today. I was like, man, that's a fucked up way to die. Cause I can see if you be like, oh, I want to go on the plane, then you die. But if you tell them you don't want to go, and they
pop you a pill,
yeah, that's crazy.
We gotta find out who the manager was. Who was the label exec at that time?
Yeah, like yo, you ain't taking care of your artists.
They're probably still alive. They made that call probably.
Yep. So I know y'all was mentioning, man, I got something in the refrigerator, man. I got it's in the deep freeze. I gotta take it out. That juice good as shit. I'm gonna say, so y'all was kind of talking about it earlier. So let me know how y'all hooked up with Kali with the SD Hip Hops.
Oh man, I'll start. I'm the official DJ of Hip Hop Wins SD State of Mind. I've been spinning those events for the last 2 years. So every time we had an event, like you said, you'll see me up there DJing, doing my thing, rocking with everybody. Kali, we're in the same crew, the Fresh State, Mighty Fresh State, you know what it is. So yeah, I've been rocking with them. Shout out my brothers Rick Scales, Kali, Kill C-Ray. We've been like putting on for San Diego hip hop, organizing shows featuring SD artists, having a few artists come from the show. Matter of fact, you said Noah James earlier. That's how I ended up meeting Noah James, because we've had him on a few shows and I went on tour with him. Shout out Platform Collection, things like that, man. So yeah, that's how I ended up connecting with Kali. Yeah, so that's we've been homies ever since.
Shit, for me and Cali, it was pretty much we would always get booked for hip hop West shows, and Kali was in charge of all the booking. So we just did so many shows with him, going to all the events. We got tight, and that's how pretty much Root became our DJ, because unofficially he would be the DJ of Hip Hop West. So every time we performed there, he was the DJ. And like after a while, he did a couple sets. I would like look back and I was like, yo, dude's singing all our lyrics. And I was like, I mean, if Root DJ our set this many times, like it makes sense that we ask him to be our like official DJ.
Yeah.
So it just pretty much worked out natural like that. And then that's how we met Kali and everything at Hip Hop West. I mean, I spoke for Cali, but
that was it.
I was like,
that was for sure.
That was perfect.
So what y'all working on right now?
Oof. Yeah, man, I'm working on like a beat project right now. Hopefully getting it out by my birthday in September 25th. And man, just right now I'm doing so many gigs. I don't know what the fuck I'm working on, honestly. Like I'm started like a silent disco out here in San Diego with a bunch of DJs. So I'll be throwing that. I've been rocking it's at the Courtyard. Actually, we'll be rocking the Courtyard August 8th for DreCat's birthday show. So
Hey,
I was like, shameless plug. No, and then I'll be working with Rick Scales closely doing the Slapping Hands shows. I was like, if you don't know Rick, he's a freestyling. I know you know Rick. I watched the episodes, but for the people out there, I'm also the DJ of Slapping Hands, which like where we bring out just some of the dopest artists in the city. And now that we're back doing live shows now, we got one coming up August 19th. I was like, Cali and Dre have rocked with us when we were doing the live streams at the Casbah. So we're just keeping it pushing and giving you guys more shows and dopeness as far as Slapping Hands goes.
Hell yeah. I've been working on some albums. I got a problem. I can't really seem to focus on one thing at a time. So I'm working on like 3 or 4 different albums. 2 of them like 95% complete. Trying to really put the finishing touches on things. I like things to sound good to me when I go back and listen to it. It's got to impress me in comparison to my last effort. And so I feel like we're in a spot to where I got an album with Justin Truelove, fully produced by Justin Truelove, called Pro Bowlers, that's getting ready to come out soon. And then the Hash Lord EP is just some songs I've been putting together from the last couple months. That should be ready in the next couple of days.
Ooh, let's go.
Shit, for me, definitely no projects lined up right now, but we just been cooking up singles. Got a single with Dennis Blaze gonna be coming out soon. Single with the homie Trey Castro and Drama Beats. And shit, we just gonna keep making singles, but I know we're planning a collab project with all 3 of us, but we're not really forcing it because we know when it happens, it's gonna happen. It's gonna be dope.
Yeah.
So,
that's definitely something we all know.
yeah.
I was like, and then working with these brothers is always fun. Like, oh man, like you said, we just put out our first track together, Cut Ties, and the love that's been getting has been wild. So, so we'll definitely be doing something. Also, remix project probably dropping at the end of this month. I haven't said anything yet, but they get to hear all the remixes before I drop them. So y'all want to hear so remix project probably by the end of this month, just for the hell of it.
So what y'all think about the San Diego hip hop scene right now?
Oh my God, man, it's wild. It's probably the best it's ever been. Just truthfully, so many dope people just doing their thing right now. Like shout out to Flows, K Fresher, like Slim Buddha. Like these are like people like, yeah, I want y'all to be paying attention to. Like we got the Die Ego Cats. Like I'm just like naming people. Fucking Rick Scales just dropping an album August 3rd. I mean, we got 2 of the dopest MCs right here, Cali the Dreamer and DreCat. We've all been putting on for the city and just going like the community and how well we've all been working together and pushing each other, still sharpen steel. And that's all that's coming out. Like we see everybody's doing so good. It's like, yo, I'm about to go in there and do even better. I'm like, I'm inspired by the homies. Our community is the dopest it's ever been. I mean, that's my take.
I feel the same way. I feel like never has there been a time where you got less hate and so many artists all trying to push towards the same goal. And I feel like it's just making it easier to be a part of the scene and come out and support shows and try to link up with more people.
Yeah, man, definitely a blessing. Growing up, before I like wanted to actually rap and like looking at the scene, it was definitely crabs in a bucket mentality that you would always see, where it was like no one was really trying to work together. Everyone was kind of trying to be the first one to make it. But now that I'm starting rapping and join the scene now, like everyone gets it. It's gonna take all of us together to build this whole scene. And right now it's booming. There's so many like different dope like rap scenes in the rap scene where there's a spot for everybody. As long as you put in that work, you're gonna find your little way, man. So
and then and that's the best thing. And I always forget this doing interviews. but are not when you say the hip hop scene, like we don't just got dope MCs, we got dope B-boys, we got dope dancers, we got dope graph artists. Like the San Diego hip hop scene, like I always feel bad, but shout out to like we got the Wild Sevens out in Oceanside, one of the dopest dance crews. You got Speak Low out here doing good for the community, talking about subjects going on in our community, and they're break dancers. Man, we got, like I said, we got Ethos One, just his art popping up everywhere. You can't go nowhere without seeing Ethos One art. Like, yeah, man. And then we're fortunate enough right now in this time where the OGs are showing us so much love for, like, especially like this new generation. We got like Odessa showing us love. We got Blame One. Like we're lucky. Like especially like because you go to another scene, you got a bunch of old heads hating, not like trying to like show love to like the newer generation. But we're lucky enough that our older generation fucks with us. So, and I don't. So the previous generation, I don't like that word older. Fucks with us. So.
They probably don't like that shit either.
I know that's what I was like. Yo, Root, you calling us old? Nah, man.
Hey, we low key getting there too, though.
So yeah, man, that's the hip hop scene in a nutshell for us, man.
So what? Shit, we kind of. So what are some of your interests outside of music?
I'm a nerd, man. I'm a comic book nerd. Like I got Funko Pops everywhere. I'm a collector, and man, anime, comic books, and still hip hop related. But I collect a bunch of vinyls too. So other than that, man, I just like I just chill and I hang out with my dogs outside of this hip hop shit.
My dogs.
My dogs.
What about you, Dre?
Shit, for me, man, fuck. Right now, shit, definitely getting high and just doing fun stuff with people I love while I'm high, man. But the reason why I'm high is because I got friends like Cali who are connoisseurs in the weed game and school me on what's good.
Shout out Cali. Shout out Cali.
You
Cali
like anime too, though, right?
What's up?
Like you said, you like anime.
Oh yeah, I love anime too, though. Yeah.
I
love everything.
We all
love
anime. It's weird.
Like, what about you?
I love movies too. Yeah, tell him, Kelly. Hash
Lord.
Lord.
Man. Besides playing Pokemon in my spare time, you may see me at like a show on my phone looking down. I'm fucking spinning Pokestops and trying to catch shinies and shit. I take a lot of dabs. I love weed. I love to consider myself a connoisseur, but I feel like it's so common now that everybody kind of know what they're talking about. If it's not your first year smoking, you kind of know what you're doing.
Nah,
but I definitely
when you talk though, bro.
Next level. Yeah, I definitely.
I gotta interrupt when he be talking. I'm like, damn, this is a science. Like,
oh, he know like all the how much the percentage and shit, all that shit is.
I don't be understanding words.
I used to be obsessed with like all the percentages and shit like that, but after a while, you get into more of the taste, and it's not so much about like the percentage of something. You grow something really, really good. That's like usually a low percentage, and it could be high percentage, but it's about nailing that taste. If it tastes good, let's smoke it.
My brother-in-law was schooling me on how to grow that shit. I was like, man, you gotta do all this to grow this shit. It's like, God damn. I was like,
yeah, man. If you want the top quality, man, you gotta. It's work. I can't even say I know how to do it 100%, but just trying to obsess over and understand it, man. It's not no easy shit.
So I know they got now, like, they have like laboratories that make the weed. Do you think that's the way, or you think it should be like farming, regular people making it, or you think it should be made in laboratories?
Shit. We live in a capitalist society, so no matter what we do, if people see that there's a profit, they're gonna turn it. They're gonna incorporate. They're gonna turn it into a business, and it's gonna go industrial, and people are gonna fucking regulate it no matter what. And so, I think with that comes more knowledge, and as long as we got the benefit of being more aware of what we're smoking and where it comes from, I think that's all we can ask for. Like knowing that you're not smoking no bullshit, knowing that you're not smoking nothing that has mold and pesticides, like that shit is important.
Yeah.
Man, I want you to do some, man, I might, if I can find it, but I want you to do something later, man. I was looking at they were showing the top weed strands of the 70s. Man, we look so garbage.
Oh yeah, the booth strains. Man, back then they only had like 30, 40 different strains, 50 different strains anyway. That was all weird.
I was like, man, the shit that they had for their top strains back then, if you try to get at somebody now, they was probably kill your ass.
Oh
yeah, you gotta fight, yeah. He's like, yo, what is this? We gotta square up.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to find that shit right quick.
Yeah, it's definitely a blessing to be in California too, for being some weed heads too.
Yeah, thank God. When I went to Atlanta,
y'all see that
man,
shit?
Bro, that shit.
That looked horrible.
Dark.
Now imagine somebody, if you be like, yo, you know, how much money you got? Let me bring me some of this. And they bring you some of this shit. You'll be ready to kill them.
Yeah, those like dead bugs.
That shit look like
this was the
spike balls that get stuck in your socks.
This was the High Times top strings.
Oh wow.
1977.
Yeah, that's sad. That's sad.
I'm so glad I lived there for at least for the trees, boy. Woo.
Oh man.
We looks like Florida down there.
Yeah. Like you said, thankfully we live in California. When I went to Atlanta like a few months ago, that was some of the worst weed. No, I'm sorry, Atlanta. Like y'all just didn't. Like there ain't no dispensaries. It's just a dude who's like, yo, I got weed. It's like indica, sativa, hybrid. He's like, I just got weed. I'm like,
yeah. No, they don't even say weed. It don't matter what in the South. It's just I got fire.
Yeah. Or cookies or something like that. They go something super generic.
It's like, nigga, we spoke cookies back home.
Like, that fire though. No, dude, what is it? Like, we'll do that over here. We need to know what it is, all that shit. Like you said, yeah, that shit crazy. Man. I mean, one time I was smoking something, my fucking head started hurting. I'm like, what y'all smoking over here? It gotta be. And then, oh man, they was
be careful.
They was talking about, my sister sent me some pictures of this shit. She was like, what you think about this? And I was like, what is this? And she was like, this is moon rock. I was like, that ain't no goddamn moon rock. It actually was like some the shit she sent me pictures of was like some damn wood that somebody painted over. I was like, don't smoke that.
Yeah.
I was like,
no.
Fake moon rocks, man.
Yeah.
Fake moon rocks is a travesty, bro. That shit disgusting.
That's scary.
I would say, so what do you think about I saw you smoking the pen too. What do you think about the pen? Dre?
I like the pens too, but like, see, even me before I didn't really know until Cali put me on. But like, even like there's certain pens out there that be they be putting some weird shit on there too.
Yeah.
Where it's not even like a pure plant, where they're just putting like different ingredients to make it taste like something and act like something it's not, and they'll label it like it's something. So I had to learn through Cali, like, you know, what to look for in like the type of pens you buy. So
they could be
even
saying
that though,
THC, but it might be CBD. So like
bro, that shit could be anything, bro. That shit is if you figured out how to put that shit inside the pen, and you can make a couple $1,000, bro. Like you got to think of all the other type of characters you got in the world, man. That's one of the benefits of legalization is now we get to at least know that we're not smoking no bullshit out of pens. You're not smoking honey oil or contaminants and shit like that.
That's why I be trying to mess with mostly like name brand, like this shit. Like I know I can at least if something go on, I can like look and see who the fuck I need to call or whatever.
Yeah.
That's important.
Yes.
This one actually, I like this one. It's called Big Chief. That shit got a wood tip on it, so it tastes like kind of like you smoking a cigar or something.
Okay.
Okay.
Right,
I'll be on the edibles.
Yeah, I'll be on the edibles too, but shit, edibles just put me to sleep.
I know, you got to dose it right, but it's hard to dose that shit.
Yeah,
you gotta fight the sleep. You gotta fight the sleep, bro.
Yeah, it just made me go to sleep, man, or make me hungry, but I don't know.
I'll be off the edibles DJ. Nobody even knows.
Real shit.
All right, man. So what y'all like to tell y'all fans and supporters?
What's up? I didn't hear that too well.
Yeah.
I said, what would y'all like to tell y'all fans and supporters? What would y'all like to know?
Oh man, just shout out to y'all for supporting us. Like, yo, shout out to y'all coming out to the shows, turning up with us, me requesting y'all favorite songs. I was like, man, we've had some crazy good shows. So like, if y'all we just released the shirt. And yo, y'all went crazy on those shirts. So shout out to y'all, man. Much love. Our supporters are like, it's always so dope because like there's been people I'm like, I told them this story when I went to DC. I was in the hotel lobby and homie was like, yo, Root? I'm like, yo, I don't know nobody in DC. Who the fuck is calling my name? He was like, yo, I saw you DJ with Cali the Dreamer and DreCat. And homie, he was like, I was out there
That's crazy,
in California vacation for shout out the shirt. So like, yo, man, people remember us, so we doing something right.
That's crazy, bro. That's just crazy. That shit blew my mind.
Yeah, I was like, he's like, yeah, I saw you DJ in LA with Cali and DreCat. I'm like, yo, you remember those? He's like, yeah, I follow y'all and everything. I'm like, yo, man, shout out to you. He's like, yeah, I'll be trying to tell them in DC about like how much like California hip hop's better. I'm like, yo, man, we appreciate you. So yo, that's to everybody. We appreciate y'all and love y'all.
Yeah. I'll say more than anything, we appreciate everybody who comes to the shows. I feel like that's where we get the most abundance of support. And even through COVID and shit like that, people tuning in virtually and staying tapped in, like to the artists, that shit means a lot. And hopefully we can get back out here and get back to these shows.
Yeah, man. Shout out to all like the day ones too, because it's been a minute, man. We've been out here for a while, even through all the bad music in the beginning. Like we've grown so much, and live homies and fans always like stuck with us and always believed that we could always just do better every time. So shout out to them and just keep killing it, man.
Yeah.
All right, I want to say thanks for coming through politicking with me.
Hell yeah, Paul.
Man,
Thank you, bro.
appreciate you, brother.
No doubt, man. Any shout outs?
Just shout out.
You master the shout outs, bro.
Yeah. Oh, like damn, we gonna be here like it's gonna be longer than the interview itself. No.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, shout out our SB hip hop fam. You know, like you said, man, there's so many people who fuck with us. So I don't want to forget nobody, but yeah, Rick. Well, he was putting us on shows like during COVID and shit. We were getting too fucked up at the Casbah.
Free
shout
drinks.
out Kali. Yeah, shout out Nate Witzel. I was like, you know what it is, New Balance, Kill C-Ray. Man, K Fresher, all my friends are rappers. Damn, yo, shout out like fucking Nimi, Indian K, Alo just dropped an album. Look, I'm gonna
Ralph.
y'all let me do all this shit.
Definitely shout out Ralph.
Yeah, shout out Ralph. He's one of my favorite producers in the city. Shout out Quasar. Like, yo, man, shout out to homie Tech. Damn, man. Shout out JB. I was like,
shout out JB.
Yeah, look, I was like, I gotta shout him out for the shirt. Fucking True Love, Trey Castro. Well, man, see, y'all gonna have to get in here.
There's so many. It's too many to name, man. But definitely everybody who's helped us get somewhere. Anybody whoever made a beat for us. Anybody who ever sent a beat and that shit's still sitting in my email. We still fuck with y'all, man.
Shout out to that person especially. Shout out to our family too for pushing us, our supporters for making sure we like keep going. Yeah, man, there's so much, so many people.
All right, y'all. We out. To the next time.
Hey, hell yeah, Paul. Thank you, man.
Thank you for having us.